Welcome back to another fucking
episode of
I'm trying to get in the mood for it.
Your Mama's Basement.
Oh shit.
Yeah, shit.
But
glad to have you in the fucking basement again.
Oh shit.
How long has it been? Let me look at my fucking watch.
2 months.
Quick.
2 fucking months. Nah,
Shit.
it's been like a month and a half.
Today is January 21st. What the fuck? My watch is so broken I can't even tell the date.
Already a month almost into the fucking
January 21st. Last time we had a podcast was before Thanksgiving, I think.
I think it was sometime in December.
No way.
I was going through the videos. It said like 12/10 or some shit.
No way.
That's what I said. I'm like,
damn.
Hold on. Let me make sure it's not a.
And make sure you put that SpongeBob meanwhile.
Meanwhile.
SpongeBob.
Yeah, 12/10/2021.
Yeah,
was there a movie that came out around that
I
time?
don't know what we talked about that day. Spider-Man.
No, that was,
we
that
never
was
even
before.
talked about Spider-Man.
Did we never talk about Spider-Man?
We never talked
Holy
about fucking
shit.
Spider-Man, bro.
Who cares now?
We were all
Everybody's seen
going
that
through
shit.
our. Yeah, I mean, we could go full spoilers if we want. But,
I know, because it's already been a cool ass.
But we were on a good hiatus because
Shit got real in the real world.
You know, holidays, cases, and all that. But
holidays above all.
We cover COVID and pretty much over every one of our shows, which we could now. But I'm like,
still annoying.
You guys know what's going on. You guys see the news. But and other than that, yeah, we never did get to talk about Spider-Man. Spider-Man Spider-Man.
Pedro Parker. I want to meet that variant so bad.
Pedro Parque.
Who lives in fucking Mexico.
Shit.
Their own fucking Spider-Man.
That movie honestly exceeded my expectations. I already had like high expectations for it, and I was like,
the writers for that movie did a very awesome job.
They worked in, for those of you who apparently haven't seen it or aren't comic book fans, Toby and Andrew Garfield come back, and it was a pleasant, I would say, a good return, because a lot of people speculated, which isn't spoiled or anything. Like, it's not like,
yeah, obviously everyone saw it on Instagram and all these.
There's been memes about it. Yeah, they're back, and I fucking lost it. I was like, oh shit, I can't believe. I remember watching it, and it was so surreal. I was like, is this really going on? Is this really happening? Like, holy shit.
And the only real way to see that movie is in fucking surround sound.
Oh, god. Theaters or Dolby Cinema, man.
Like, so if you have a surround sound.
I first saw it because somebody didn't fucking tell me they were getting the tickets. I saw it
earlier than that specific person, from what I recall.
In a regular theater. And then I saw it in Dolby Cinema, and yeah, the difference is fucking
day and night.
Phenomenal, yeah.
Which is the theme song to a Moon Knight, but we'll get into that.
One subject right now. But yeah, man, that movie was exceeding my expectations. Had a lot of fun with it, and second viewing, since I knew the story, it was still good, but like the awe factor was. It's kind of like watching Avengers, like for the first time.
Oh no, I never saw it in theaters. So.
You're like, oh shit, I can't believe I'm seeing all these characters in one fucking movie, and then after a while, you're like.
But there's a big ass moment where it was like, oh,
when they're all swinging together. Or?
Oh yeah.
Or when even fucking. Well, actually, that big moment was kind of split into different moments. Because I still remember when fucking Captain America lifts the hammer. And that was still like, oh shit.
But
that was an Endgame.
Oh, but you're talking about Infinity War?
Like in theaters,
no,
like... It's
like,
experience.
I mean, it still had surprising
moments. Though, that whole movie was fucking, oh shit. Like every scene.
Well, Infinity War was intense. You didn't know.
It was intense. But this shit was just intense in a different way.
This one was just fan service. Like people who grew up with the Spider-Man movies, and it's good fan service. It's not like,
but agree that it was pretty intense.
I did
like when Doc Ock came out first, you're like, oh no way.
I mean, I was excited. I was like, oh shit, people were clapping. Like,
and then the Green Goblin too
comes out, and Doctor Strange pulls that fool out. That was the best
what performance in that movie is Green Goblin.
Willem the Friend.
Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin is,
Phenomenal.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say fucking phenomenal.
Pretty
but
sick.
Yeah.
And how he fucking he told them, "Hey, I'm only in this shit if I do my own stunts." I was like, "Damn, sir."
And if he's like part of like the main villain.
I'm like, not even dude. I'm like, "Damn, sir, aren't you well above your?"
I love how they
prime?"
kind of set up his suit. Like he's first Norman. He's wearing like a purple hoodie with like a coat.
like rags.
And then as he's getting down with Spider-Man, it's like shredding away, and it basically his comic book. Like I love how clever that was. I thought that was a nice touch.
Wasn't that crazy intense in the apartment at Happy's apartment?
Hell yeah,
That scene was crazy.
when you see Spider-Man dealing with the spider sense, and he's like tripping out at
something's wrong.
first. Everyone's just like, it's tense. Like
Yeah.
it sets up the scene pretty well.
Super.
I appreciate him more without his helmet though.
Cool.
Willem Dafoe.
Oh
as
hell yeah!
Yeah,
I never
actually
liked
did
the
get
helmet.
to see his actual like reactions like to every scene, and the scene where he's punching him
never liked
on the
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 wall.
helmet's very
Yeah.
nostalgic to me.
Yeah, it's
It
nostalgic.
just seemed like a Power Rangers villain. Even as a kid, I'm like, I mean, of course, it's a comic book movie, but still, I was like, I was not.
I liked
I was
the
never
suit
a
back
fan.
in the day. I thought it was.
Well,
I
the
was
suit
really.
is
I
dope.
was
Well, you
really
gotta
good back.
agree that like at the moment it was like
Yeah.
I mean, seeing Spider-Man, yeah, but
Yeah.
then seeing Green Goblin, you're like, what is this Power
Nah,
Rangers?
even as a kid, I was like
Yeah.
ooh.
Mr. Goo.
But agree. I keep saying that. Why do I keep saying that? That like they try to make Frank. What's his name? The dude from Superbad. Willem Dafoe's fucking son. They try to make
James
him
Franco.
James
He's not
Franco.
super bad.
Oh, I know. I was like, wait,
Oh,
what?
yeah. I always put them together, all those foods. But anyways, they try to make him into the next Green Goblin. And I was like, nah, I'm not buying that. And then they try
True
to
story.
Huh?
Best friends,
It was a good
tragedy.
story, yeah.
Best
Cool
Trying to get
friends.
revenge, but then he
Cool
like
story.
gets amnesia.
but I couldn't buy James
Oh,
Franco.
I mean,
being
I mean, you can see it a
Goblin.
mile away, but
You could see him on.
he tried to be his own, I think, Green.
But like compared to
Goblin.
Willem Dafoe, I was like, oh shit.
oh yeah,
yeah.
no.
That's the only thing I mean.
Mhm.
And then when they bring this dude from Garfield universe to play like the Green Goblin,
Andrew
I'm like,
Garfield.
that's it.
Oh, I didn't.
I'm like, no, I don't see it.
Fucking
Felt too forced.
The people have spoken.
something Dahan. I forget his name.
Doesn't even matter. He doesn't have a name at this point.
He's a good actor. He just
What other shit he came out in?
Chronicle. You guys haven't seen Chronicle?
No, I've
the
never
fuck
seen
is Chronicle?
Lawless. You guys haven't seen Lawless?
What?
The sorry, we're dealing with Marvel. People who only watch Marvel movies here. But no, Chronicle is like these kids who actually, funny enough, like get powers, but it's like a found footage type.
Oh,
I
that's
thought that was
that's
called
funny
something
too.
else.
What's it called?
Something with an 8.
No, that's Super 8. That's not that has nothing to do with superpowers. Chronicle is like these kids find this, I think, asteroid, and they get powers from it, and it's just them going
Ooh.
through it. And James Dahan, Dame Dahan, or what? Dan Dahan, whatever.
That dude.
He is like kind of like troubled. He like his home life is like fucked up, so he starts like abusing his power, and he ends up being like. And then in Lawless, he plays this. It's like kind of a western. It's got Tom Hardy and Shia LaBeouf, and he plays one of the brothers.
Ooh.
And he's like kind of slow, but like kind of like, yeah, he's just kind of slow, but he has like he plays a good character in that. But I will say in Amazing Spider-Man is where
Long
he
story
fucked up.
short.
Where he fucked up. Like I could not buy him as Harry Osborn.
Yeah, that was a little weird. Like the scenes I seen. But that's what separates that universe from the Tom Holland universe. And this third movie was crazy
Yeah.
good.
But I always thought Andrew Garfield was a good Spider-Man. I will say that. I mean, the writing and everything around it was fucking trash, but his mannerisms, he had the jokes. I even think I like his suit overall in Amazing Spider-Man 2, not the first one.
Okay.
Were they better than Toby's
Suits. Oh.
jokes?
How many jokes did Toby do?
Well,
he did a couple.
my favorite one was like in the first movie when he challenges Randy Savage. He was like, nice
yeah.
outfit. Did your wife
mean-
make it for you?
Toby had quips, but I felt like Andrew Garfield was just like constant. Like it was like a
Quicker.
Spider-Man. I honestly think he's comic book accurate Spider-Man. But as far as
Okay.
movies go, I like Toby.
Oh yeah.
As far as the movies go. But if you were-
I actually thought Tom Holland was kind of close because he's really clumsy.
in
In the movies,
He's really the
portraying.
clumsiest fucking Spider-Man.
close to what? You said you think he's close to
Well, low-key, let me refract and be like, nah, you know what?
which right?
He probably it probably isn't the right fucking Spider-Man, but he is hella clumsy.
I was not a fan of Holland's at first. The fact that he was under Iron Man's heels and
Bitch.
he had the awkwardness, but and like some of the jokes and the suit, but I did not like him as Spider-Man at first until this trilogy. This trilogy was his origin.
Did you like him a little bit better in against Mysterio?
Yeah, he was kind of growing me in there, but I was still like, this is not the biggest fan. I still preferred Andrews over his. But now, after this movie, I feel like he earned his place as Spider-Man.
He got me when he was in Infinity War.
He's good in the
when he
Avengers
first showed
movies.
up, yeah.
He's good in the Avengers movies. Captain America Civil War, when he first showed up, I thought he was good there. That's where I was like, oh, this guy can pull off Spider-Man. And then Homecoming came out, and I'm like,
They probably made a mistake.
but it was
Far From
these
Home,
first
there
three
you go.
movies were his origins. So I'm like, okay, it makes sense now.
I never saw the first one. I saw Far From Home with Mysterio. I was like, oh shit! And then you see Samuel.
I liked actually Homecoming.
Homecoming was pretty.
Yeah,
good.
Homecoming was pretty
sick.
good. Yeah, I liked that one. That one was actually pretty good. I did like the second one. I did like how they introduced Mysterio. Mysterio actually fucked with me for a little bit, I admit.
Oh, you fuck with me
Yeah.
too, bro. I was
like, wait,
You
what?
could've killed what was real.
I was like, wait. I thought this dude was supposed to be like a bad guy, like, and then all of a sudden gonna make him an Avenger and
Well, that's how
fucking
he
give
is.
him all
He's
this
like a
shit.
bullshitter. He's like a.
Yeah,
He's
but
like-
I
fucking
myself
Rojas, isn't
fell
he?
for it. I myself fell for it. I was like, oh shit.
Really?
Like,
You're
yeah.
like, I
Even though
like
it was supposed to be
Mysterio.
about him, yeah, but like I fell for it, and a little bit in the beginning, I was like, what?
I just like, well, me. I think that was the most comic book accurate version of like Mysterio that they could do.
Could be real life, right?
Yeah.
Honestly.
And it's comic book accurate. Like he's full of shit. Like his effects, everything. He's
Yes.
done, like, that's
I like
real
that
effects.
bar scene when he literally, Tom Holland is giving him, his Tony Stark's glasses because he's like, you know what? I don't feel that I'm right enough for this. You take them, and then that whole scene changes within a second. You're just like,
The one thing that's not comic book accurate and that everyone has stated already is just that it's tied to Tony. The reason he's pissed at fucking
Yeah.
Spider-Man. I'm like, Tony is still like,
controlling
like
the kid.
just make a fucking Spider-Man film about fucking Spider-Man without involving.
But I like how the MCU is setting up for that specific Spider-Man you want to see.
Well, they did set him up already.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Yeah. Like this guy was a baby, fucking just
oh yeah, and then
Because I would see Homecoming as his origin, but no, it's these three movies as his origin. Like that's how.
yeah, the whole thing is the
Yeah.
origin.
he's evolving. How,
Yeah.
And you know what?
you
These
see it.
fools went all in. Like I think they did it hella
I
well.
appreciate it. Yeah,
And it was.
I appreciate
It kind of had, like, it wasn't cliche. Like if they were to bring Gwen Stacy, your mind as a comic book fan, you're like, she's gonna die. Like
for real.
they didn't. They used a completely new character, but still kind of had the initials of MJ. And then on top of that, they didn't even include Uncle Ben at all. He doesn't mention him once
yeah.
in this trilogy. And then in this
man.
third one, when it's great power comes great responsibility, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's
Somebody at work the other day was like, "Does Uncle Ben really have to die in every fucking Spider-Man?" And I was like,
He really gotten
"Yes."
old, yeah.
I'm like,
but
"Yes, he has to die."
That's part of his origin.
Yeah,
you know?
and like for example, in this one, the Tom Holland one, he wasn't there because obviously, like, he's pretty much dead to Peter Parker, Tom Holland.
He's not mentioned at all.
Yeah, so like he doesn't have to be dead, but like he's pretty much dead to Tom Holland.
Which I guess
he doesn't show up
if
ever.
it's with movies, it makes sense because how many times have they rebooted Spider-Man? Like we know, if they include Uncle Ben, he's gonna die.
Something will happen.
So fans are expecting that, but they did it in a different way where it kept it not cliche.
And this way it was sick.
Dropping bars.
Oh shit! Do that shit.
No.
Yeah, they did that shit so sick with this MCU shit. I'm telling you that fool Kevin Feige is hiring the best fucking writers at this point.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing, unlike DC, but
Who Kevin Ross?
it's like bring him Superman, bring him Batman. Just fuck it, just make him fight. Why not? That was rushed.
That fool told fucking him, Superman's gonna be in the Eternal.
Like if you look at how Civil War was done, it was years building up to that.
Yeah.
And it was kind of close to the comics.
Dude, there's so many more heroes in the comic.
Yeah, like straight up. That's
This was like a battle.
That's the first comic Spider-Man reveals himself to the world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And fucking Captain America dies towards the end of the series.
Captain Rojas comes up. Like, what's up? Too fresh.
But yeah, man. Fuck that. But yeah, this Spider-Man was
Pretty lit.
grew up on me.
I want to go see it again. I'm sure this is gonna be in.
Yeah, it's gonna be playing. Actually, supposedly it's gonna.
So round two.
It's
Who's
supposed
with
to
me?
be on sale next month
Oh,
for like in-home purchases and like
I think Disney
everything.
Plus
Shit.
as well in March.
I don't care. Shit.
I'm gonna definitely watch it in Disney.
I'm going to the theaters.
Yeah.
Fuck.
The theater experience is way much better. Unless you have like Dolby surround system in your house and a big ass widescreen.
Or live in the basement.
I got a Dolby soundbar. That shit fucking. That's how I watch Eternals IMAX enhanced too. I'm like, oh. And then I recently saw.
3D glasses too. Nice.
Well, I saw Shang-Chi again.
Oh,
I definitely enjoyed it a lot more the second time.
Really?
Favorite scene is the fucking train scene in
Yes.
the beginning.
Bus
What'd I say?
train.
All right.
But that scene's dope. The music, well, the movie, the music, it just the action was fucking top notch. I don't know what it is about Marvel movies that I enjoy. I always enjoy the second viewing a bit more. Like maybe because I know how the story's gonna play out, so I'm just able to like sit
With
back.
captions.
I'm like not able to. I'm not as like much of a critic towards it as I am the first time. Like I'm just able to sit back and enjoy it. And
Dude, movies like that, you have to watch a second time. Like, it's a must.
Marvels, yeah, Marvels I've seen like a good amount of times. Like Guardians is one of my favorites. Guardians 2 is one of my favorites. Like there's,
I think Guardians is your favorite.
Honestly, not to be. I think I like Spider-Man. The Spider-Man movies.
I think even if you're not a Marvel fan, Guardians of the Galaxy is like
Pretty funny.
It's good, funny, and just a good
Shows.
story. Yeah,
Comedy.
like that's I think a movie that can appeal to all audiences.
Would you guys agree that like for example, you think of the Guardians? Oh yeah, that's the comedy part of Marvel. Doctor Strange, yeah, that gets a little suspenseful. Horror. Captain America.
Well, that's part 2.
Yeah, it's gonna be more action packed. More guns, this and that.
Hand to hand.
Right?
That's what I always felt about Captain America movies. Their hand to hand has been top notch.
Oh, yeah. So like Punisher came out of nowhere, bro.
Daredevil came out of nowhere. And Spider-Man. Which
You jizzed, huh? Tell me you jizzed.
Did.
I mean, like I said, like there was I'd seen or he was speculated to be in it, and there was like actual like behind the scenes footage.
But everybody was robbed
Really?
with the arms in the desk, right?
I thought it
I
was.
think
That,
it was.
I thought it was that scene.
He was an actual set. He like he was on the actual set of.
I've never seen those photos.
But
Well, what I'm saying is, everybody thought that Matt Murdock was the picture where like
oh, when he's in the
Interrogation.
police station or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that one too, but then I saw actual behind the scenes footage, which I wasn't sure if it was real because I don't think Tom Holland was in the photos, but they were saying that it was the behind the scenes for Far From Home. No Way Home. But yeah, you guys recently checked it out, right? The show. Daredevil.
Yeah, pretty good show.
Final episode.
Pretty good show. Very good show.
Just keeps going up from there. Which is how the seasons go, man. Like, especially after season 2, like when they brought in the big bad Punisher, I was like, how are they gonna top this? Season 3 came out, and I'm like, holy shit, Punisher.
The
big
what?
Bad. The BBC.
Big bad Punisher.
The BBP.
Big bad Punisher.
No, that shit was dope. I think the 3rd season's the most intense one.
Everybody, bro.
Yeah. Fucking everybody up.
That show was crazy, man. I swear, I can't believe I slept on it all these years.
Kept telling him, but most people are tainted because of the Ben Affleck piece of shit movie.
I was just like, Netflix can't be that good to make their own shows.
Oh, dude.
Dude.
I was watching it as they were coming out, and I'm like, this is the way Daredevil is done. Gritty, dark, bloody,
violent,
gore,
gory, yeah,
drama,
some good ass writing.
fight scenes.
Yeah, the fight scenes. Fight scenes, like for me, I like
The Rojas.
they're like top notch because for me they actually make sense. Like it's people trying to one up each other, and like it just doesn't seem like they're throwing punches for no reason. Like they're actually trying to like I said, like one up each other, unlike the CW shows.
I was back there like, holy shit.
That's what makes them intense.
And then I saw Hawkeye, not to fucking shit on Hawkeye, but
Dude, I expected Hawkeye to be a more personal story. It's called Hawkeye. Give us either a send off or like something that focuses on the character, not just the character, but just like the fucking like his state of mind, you know?
yeah, or why he went deaf. What led to him going deaf?
Well, they kind of did explain that.
They did explain that.
What?
The action that he's
Yeah,
been
that
through,
he's
like
been
all the
through, yeah.
explosions and all that.
Because
It was like a quick, like...
Yeah. It's like a quick, like, 5-second clip where it's like, choo-choo, and it shows you so many scenes, and then, yeah, it shows us
like,
why.
okay, I guess that makes sense. But for me, I expected... Well, you said you seen Daredevil Season 3. That's a good... For me, a good point to, like, go back to, because one of the things that Matt contemplates with is being who he is, Daredevil, and he's like, and Kingpin is back, and he realizes he's like, he can't stop him with the law, so he's like, he has to cross that line and kill him, you know,
like fucking terminate him. Yeah, and I actually thought that was actually that was actually brought up in a couple of scenes, and I'm actually
like, there's scenes where he's like hallucinating Kingpin, and he's like, so what are you gonna do now? Like, I told you the law couldn't stop me. Like, and it's like a psychological like
he's hearing him in his head now. Like,
as Daredevil, would he cross that line? Because Daredevil doesn't kill.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take it to the cap.
But in Hawkeye, I expected, because he became Ronin, and Ronin was a cold-blooded motherfucker, killing people left and right. So I kind of wanted a story where it was like he was dealing with the repercussions. He's like, he regrets being Ronin. He doesn't want to come back as Hawkeye because of, maybe I had my expectations too high, but like that's what I expected. And then he meets Kate Bishop, and Kate Bishop is like, he kind of passes a mantle to Kate. Be like, you know what, you do what I used to do because I can't do it. Like, you know, something like
he's
that.
He's going old. Like, I'm done with this. Like,
especially after Ronin, like he's like, I can't be trusted with this type of ability.
You guys get a sense that Marvel is retiring their
original cast, and they're fucking making, of course, they're trying to make the new Avengers,
the young Avengers,
the Illuminati too. They're trying to bring out.
Well, they're setting up Iron Man's daughter in Endgame.
Yeah,
they're setting up Kate Bishop, Ant-Man's daughter,
America Chavez.
And then,
Miss Marvel.
With the Marvels. Well, I mean, she wasn't really part of Phase 1. She came out after Infinity War, so.
And supposedly, also, they're trying to set up this dude, the dude that hated Hulk. He turns into the Red Hulk.
Ross or whatever.
So, yeah. And they're trying to set up his fucking team as well. I forgot the name of the team right now.
Something Avengers, the
Like the Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts. There you go. I was thinking of the Dark Avengers.
Ooh.
What about the Orbiters? What do you guys feel about that team?
Shit.
That shit's hella scary.
Well, I recently saw Eternals on Disney Plus, which I was
did you like it?
expecting to shred. I was like, yo, man, I can't believe y'all thought this was good. I mean, it's not fucking anything that's like.
It's a beautiful film.
It's not anything that I'm telling people you need to check it out. Like it's for a certain taste.
What I always say is, okay, how about a movie just not even connected to the MCU? How about just a movie by itself? It's called Eternals.
But it is. They literally reference Thanos and how he was a threat.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, like literally a movie by itself, because it starts off just like a fucking
How they were helping. Yeah.
What I
fucking,
did like is these godlike beings actually like
Helping humanity.
yeah,
Like, kind of like
showing
yeah,
emotion,
like the guy, yeah,
man.
advancing them like, hey,
like they each had their
this could be-
personality, and
yeah.
it was like you understand where they were coming from. I'm like, okay,
Fucking Greed was my fucking almost favorite one.
Gilgamesh, man, Gilgamesh was mine. R.I.P. my boy. Wonder what kind of pie that was, but R.I.P. And he was in a movie I seen before too. Have you guys ever seen Train to Busan? It's a zombie movie. I know they're overrated, but that is a good ass zombie.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
It's like in thing Korean. I think this some of the actors from Squid Games is on there.
Oh shit!
But it's good, dude. Like I was expecting like a generic zombie movie, but I mean, no, they had twists.
That's why I like foreign movies, because a lot of them kind of make a better
They do
adaptation.
good,
of,
yeah.
like, other genres, especially horror. And especially like suspense.
bro.
I was definitely more into it than I thought I was gonna be. Like it was mostly a movie to play in the background, but I was like, wow, I was like, damn, some intense ass shit. I was but yeah. What time about before that? Eternals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Gilgamesh comes on in Train to Busan. And he plays a pretty good character as well.
I don't know who my favorite Eternal would be, honestly. I liked Athena, Ajax. I like Cersei.
Bryce.
Both
No, I didn't like. I don't know why. Like she just kind of.
I think her motivation towards the end kind of ruined her character.
Yeah, it was.
She was cool until like it was just like, I just want some dick, so I'm gonna betray you guys. It's like,
But you're 8.
what? Like,
Kingo, I thought was like a little too like. Oh my god! Like, I mean, I liked his character, Kingo.
Oh,
I did like his character. You know, I did like the whole Bollywood. I enjoyed it. I don't know. I just kind of was disappointed how they didn't really like. I don't know. Like, I guess like he just shoots things out of his fingers, and you know, it's really powerful.
Kicking ass with that.
Yeah, but I don't know. I kind of wanted to see more of him. I wanted.
Bang, bang, bang.
I kind of wanted to see more from his character. That's what I'm trying to
I
say.
think you gotta know.
Yeah.
I mean, we did, but
He was
I don't
funny.
know.
It showed he was funny. He
Yeah,
had
his old valet.
character. He fucking made his own heritage of fucking.
But when they all get
movies.
together, like it's okay. Maybe I should say this. It disappointed me
Was
that
it the part where he's like?
he just fucking abandons them, and he's like, you know what?
But he
Like,
brings up good point. He's like, I agree with so and so, but I'm not willing to kill
But
you
he
guys
stayed
over it.
neutral. And that's a big part.
I mean,
No,
I
he
mean-
clearly did say he agrees with them, but he's like, I'm not so far into killing you guys about it. Where he was like,
But he didn't do anything.
yeah,
which is
I don't
doing
know.
nothing
I
is the same as-
wanted him to be in that last sequence fight and just help it, because I was just like, you know what? Like I
Cool.
felt like he turned his back.
The one thing I was
On
like,
him.
what the fuck? This is how they're gonna treat Crow? Is the fucking mutating deviant? I'm like, this shit came out of nowhere, and it seemed like he appeared whenever like it was like just for the plot. Like the
Yeah.
writers were like, what do we
I
do with
agree.
this?
But like, I think they could have There was no way they were gonna extend that same story.
Bro, they try to set up
to
a
a second
deviance.
movie.
Bro, they try to set up the deviance, which is of course the big part. Then they try to set up the emergence, which is another big part. And then they try to set up how they like how all the flashbacks. They try to like jump around. I'm like, dude, this is too much to fit into one movie. It should have been 2 movies. They should have set up deviance. I mean, I don't.
Maybe
I
like
don't know
fight the
exactly
deviants in
how.
the first one, and then like actually in the second one, like show like
Like
emergence.
start off with the flashbacks,
Mhm.
and then establish each character and start setting up the deviants.
And then
Part
set up in
two-
present time, like set present time.
Part 2 is present time, then bring in the deviants and like how dangerous, like, and then the emergence or some shit like that. I just thought they tried to fit in too many things
Too
at
rushed.
once. Yeah, and I was like, at first it was kind of not hard, but I was like, wait, so what are they doing here now? Okay, like I was like, not lost, but just I'm like, so what are they focusing on? Their emergence, the fucking deviants, or
Okay, I agree
Flashback.
with you. Yeah, they could have done better with that. Could have spread that emergence story a little bit further.
yeah, but that's why I felt Crow was like kind of wasted because it was like I felt like he needed to be an important character, but he didn't feel as important. Like I was like,
You know what? I actually agree with you. I've been recording this way. In the sense that
it's actually better.
in the movie they could have originated the X gene or something.
Which was a speculation, I think, right? That they
Yeah.
were gonna.
Yeah. It was gonna be fucking any upcoming day when fucking Dane Whitman fucked Cersei. Like that was gonna happen
What?
another day. I'm like, man, that could not have been Cersei's first human. You know, or Icarus's. You know, he could have been fucking around the whole time he was missing.
Well, they did fuck around.
Yeah, and it could have been
Literally
Sprite
fucked. No.
or other people. Yeah, like that could be the fucking start of the X gene because they started messing around with humans. And I don't know if you guys are aware, but supposedly the Kroll have a deviant gene.
Scroll.
Scroll, what did I say?
Scroll. Which is an actual
Scroll.
racial thing.
But yeah, supposedly they have a fucking deviant gene.
Which is why they can. Which is why they are the way they are.
Yeah, so what'd you think about Moon Knight, bro? The trailer.
Trash. No. No. It
Oh,
looks cool. It looks cool.
Shit, really?
It looks cool. I'm gonna hold
Liked
my
it?
judgment. But it looks cool.
Actually, I don't know the trailer.
Oscar Isaac. So are they gonna? Well, obviously Loki and all the other main Avengers are still gonna be part of the movies. Is Moon Knight gonna be fucking part of the movies too, or is it just gonna?
I
be...
mean, that's
Also,
where it's
have you guys
supposedly.
heard that rumor that they're gonna try and incorporate Dan Whitman, aka Black Knight, with Blade and Moon Knight, and they have their own separate team.
Yeah, that'd be
The
pretty
super
cool.
something I forgot.
So
But
that's
they-
why they bring in Blade.
And then they were trying to say, I don't know if
Morbius.
Zoe Chow included this on purpose. You remember when Kingo said, "Oh yeah, my valet, he tried to stab me. He was convinced that I was a vampire,"
Yeah.
and that opened up the universe that
Oh,
vampires
wow.
are existent in that universe.
Órales.
And so they're trying to set up Dane Whitman, the Black Knight, with Blade, and they're gonna try and use that set up because they're literally setting up the Black Knight with that Eternals end credit scene.
That is uncharted territory for me. I have been a comic book reader, but it was just like it's like kind of like older shit, and I never got into Eternals. Even Guardians, I never got into. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know shit
That's
about
what
the
I was
Black Knight.
telling him the other day. I was just like, it's you're somewhere used to just like the regular ones that you're like for
Well, just the ones
Marvel,
that I've
yeah,
read,
like you
yeah.
only know Spider-Man, Hulk, Thor, Captain America, and it's literally like you just literally expand into a lot
well,
of
that's
these
the
other
movies,
characters, and it's just I've been appreciating it ever since. I will admit I am a big DC fan, but very disappointed in DC. A little, I mean, I'm not super disappointed, but I've been enjoying Marvel a whole lot more with their stories and their connections
And they
with
just have
everything than
a
DC,
better-
you know.
Yeah, like just better writers, and they know how to.
Even the CW, like
They know how to
shows.
like add changes to their characters, but like still make what makes them great.
Yeah.
Great, you know. It's like if it was for the
Let's
audience.
just say, for example, let's just say we saw the Snyder cut when we were 5 years old, 7 years old.
Okay.
You don't think that would have shaped us into like, you know what, Batman does kill? But we grew up when like kind of corny, like
You wouldn't care as much. I mean, when you're
Yeah, because
6 or 7,
it's like you're seeing Batman. It's like
when I first saw Spider-Man, I thought that was a comic book Spider-Man, but I'm like, no, he doesn't have organic web shooters. He has made web shooters. So as you grow older, you're like, oh, so that wasn't comic book accurate.
But that's just a minor detail. We're talking about heroes saving lives versus heroes legit killing,
we're talking about
killing their villains.
Differences between their comic book.
You're just
origins.
talking about whether Spider-Man.
I'm talking about differences between their comic book origins. And when you're watching them as a kid, you're like, yeah, you don't think about it as much. But then you grow older and then you like learn about shit and you're like, oh, well, Batman doesn't kill. You're like, I mean,
how every Batman changed.
Like for me, like we're talking about the Snyderverse where he's killing people.
Yeah. Well, no. I'm saying like you're saying as a kid, you didn't care what hero you got. You know, I mean,
Batman.
Yeah, because like, that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's the same thing as like when
as a kid, you're not judging. Oh, well, this is a good movie.
Like you said, it's like exactly, but. So you're saying it's not directed towards audience, or it is directed towards audience?
Yeah, I'm saying
which audience are you trying to direct? Are you trying to?
No, that's what I'm saying. It all depends on the director. For example, this director
but then you're talking about like watching a movie as a kid. If it's a kid watching this Batman, yeah, you're gonna be like,
well, what Batman did we see? The fucking Tim Burton one.
Burton ones, and then we saw like the Val Kilmer one. We saw George Clooney.
Okay, and then we saw like audiences. Specifically, Zack Snyder. Who did he make? What audience did he make that Batman for?
I don't think he was thinking about children. I'll tell you that much.
Exactly. Yeah. My point.
Yeah.
No, exactly. Well, my point. Like the Batmans that we saw, for example, Tim Burton, he made it animated for a reason. I think it was enjoyable.
Well, that's like the first like stages of.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. It could have been any stage. Like director wants to make a film for a specific reason, not for just stages.
Okay, but like he said too, he would have watched Batman when he was younger, and it was all about gadgets, not about guns.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like it's all geared to like, you know what, something that's likable towards children and adults.
That's something that was cool. Like fuck it, like it didn't matter who played Batman, but like fuck, to me it was just like fuck. There's another Batman movie, sick. Like I want to watch it. Like. Whether it was Val Kilmer, George Clooney, Michael Keaton.
So you're saying you like this Snyder Batman? Or you just
I did as an adult.
Because I felt
But I grew up as a kid with the Batman Forever, never killed the fucking dude in the cartoons.
You know how you said Andrew Garfield was your comic book Spider-Man? My comic book accurate Batman was Ben Affleck's. Same body build, same. I don't know. For me, when I saw him play Batman, I was like,
visual,
damn.
Yes.
Was like, damn, you are Batman. I mean, I don't know. To me, it was when I saw Ben Affleck's version of a Batman, I was like,
I that's a different argument.
Batman, what?
He's asking about motivations, but you're thinking about
motivation. I mean,
dude, we've been talking about characters like what makes them great. Yeah. What makes Batman great?
And why we're influenced by them.
Well, I mean, I can just say stick to the personal critique. I just didn't like that he was like superpowers. Like that was cool. Like to me, it was like that. Yeah, he had the money, he had the gadgets for it. Me personally, yeah. Sometimes I felt like it was like over exaggerated. Like I don't feel like if fucking Superman was to fucking punch the shit out of him, like he would survive. I feel like that shit would have killed him. But for some reason in the comics, you know, he was able to withstand that, be strong enough for that, but yet he didn't have, he didn't have the powers for it. It was just cool to me that he had like all these gadgets that maybe somebody could really invent in real life. Like, fuck it. You know? That's to me was just like, fuck. Like, I like Batman for that. He didn't have the powers. It was
Yeah,
cool.
I think it's cool, but like I mean, what I'm saying is like, yeah, nowadays everybody wants to get gritty. Like that's including the directors.
Mm.
So now, like, I'm not even sure if they're making Batman series for kids. That I'm not even aware of. I'm sure
I mean, they're
everybody's.
not. I mean,
Oh,
look at the new
so.
Batman that's coming out. That's almost. Is it rated R? No,
No, it's
right?
PG-13.
The,
I would have hoped it was rated R
the
too.
one with Twilight.
Robert Pattinson. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
it's
what I'm saying.
PG-13,
And that's a movie.
but it's still considered a very horror and dark
But
film. Like
This whole conversation started because we were comparing Marvel movies to
DC.
why Marvel movies work compared to DC.
oh,
Is because
The writers.
they don't get the foundations of the characters right.
Correct.
yeah.
If they maybe built up,
DC forces the storylines, I think, and Marvel kind of like did good with Iron Man 1, 2, and 3.
Right,
And
they set up their
Captain
characters.
America, First Avenger, Winter Soldier, and
like you look at Captain America, he's a noble man. He's like very honest, and then you look at Civil War, and he did something where it was like, oh shit, like,
you wouldn't think
that's
that.
pretty cool.
And that's when it got dark, I think.
So it built up to that.
Yeah.
It'd be different if Batman started off as not killing, and then it got to a point where he's like, you know what, fuck it.
I just like the
Joker.
fact that they're getting a little bit more grittier and darker and more adult.
Now it's just
adult
like fuck
themed.
it, yeah. Still wish it would have rated R though.
Yeah, that's all I want to see. Just like crazy, like, you know what, this could happen in real life
Yeah,
kind of shit. And it kind of explains how it can. Like Tony Stark just so happened to be a millionaire, and it kind of works with them.
Mhm.
So like,
So like what? Like what?
I mean that's pretty
Then
much
the
all I got.
listen.
How long?
But I'm like,
How long have we been?